Hi, my name's Julie Tucker. I'm the project manager for the Macmillan Learning Disability Cancer Project within the North Eastern Cumbria Learning Disability Network, and we're part of NHS England. So it started a few years ago now. We were doing a piece of consultation around breast screening easy read materials with Inclusion North, and Inclusion North and I came to Gateshead people, to their women's group, to ask for their advice about creating the easy read fax booklet and letters to be sent out to people with learning disabilities. So it started from there, and from there I was introduced to the group, the Gateshead people group, and we started to do a number of projects and ask for their involvement. So with Gateshead people we've had a number of projects. We have done the original work around the breast screening easy read materials, which were shared regionally across the North Eastern Cumbria. We then did a piece of work with Bowel Cancer UK, where we developed a training programme to train trainers within the North Eastern Cumbria to deliver messages on good bowel health and bowel screening. And the group helped us with the materials that were developed as part of that training. We then started to work with Public Health England, and Public Health England are currently rewriting all their easy read materials for the screening and immunisations programmes, and a small group from Gateshead people have been helping with that work, and we've been away to a number of workshops in Birmingham and Bristol, just to help look at those specific easy read materials for the different areas, and to be able to give their input into their development. Most recently, Gateshead people did a piece of work for us where they produced best practice guidelines for the project, and the best practice guidelines are to enable us to really think about, for any project that we're doing, what's the best that we can do to make sure that we are consulting with and engaging with people with learning disabilities, to make sure that they're inputting into the projects and helping us get the very best for those projects for the people with learning disabilities, families and carers.
My name is Peter Collingwood. I'm part of the peer education team at Gateshead people, and our main role is to do presentations about cancer and health issues to people with learning disabilities.
My name's Terry Clybury. I'm group support worker with Gateshead people, and one of my roles is to support the peer education team.
My name's Mary Nesbitt. I'm involved with peer education about bowel cancer and different kind of rare cancers. But I got a letter about 4 years ago or less, I don't know, about cancer, and I saw the word cancer and I thought, oh no, I might have it. I went to the QA for about test screening, and it was all clear. Yes. On this one, on the bowel, as I'm doing, bowel cancer thing, all leaflets, and tells you what's going to happen.
I've been involved with the peer education team, which will be doing a cancer awareness programme with a community groups like Guidepost in different places. So we'll be talking about cancer, people with learning disabilities, to try and raise their awareness to help save people's lives.
The most important thing is that people with learning disabilities are giving the message to other people with learning disabilities and autism, and so they're using their own words and are able to describe things and their experiences in a way that the audience they're talking to, other people with learning disabilities and autism, are able to understand and relate to what they're talking about. And I think that's the best way to get any message across, really, is peer to peer.
And we'll also be doing a role play about best practice guidelines, which is about a bad meeting that isn't going very well and how it should go. So that's the sort of thing we've been doing with Gateshead people.
I think producing the best practice guidelines, hopefully that will be a really useful resource. and it was really important that we consulted with a whole range of people. So the team obviously have their experiences and are able to talk about their experiences of being involved, good and bad, but also finding out from other people. And to do that, I think Peter's already talked about a role play the team did. As part of the consultation, they did a role play in a really bad meeting, and that was a really good way of then finding out from people what works for them and a really good meeting and being involved well in projects. One of the groups we consulted was a young people's inclusive group, and that was just brilliant. The young people just came up with such, they responded so well to it. They responded well to the role play, and within minutes one of them offered to do the flip chart and write down ideas, and it was just a whole really nice experience session working with the young people.
I'm proud of the peer education work, obviously helping people helping people to deal with cancer and to go for screening, which is really important. I'm really proud of that. And I'm proud of the new job I'm starting in Inclusion North, the CTR position, which means sitting on a panel in a hospital for people who go for a tribunal to try and help them to get out of hospital or get better treatment in hospital. So I'm looking forward to starting that work in sometime later in the year.
Well, I thought I just wanted to do something for myself, well, for all of us really. I just want to do all sorts. I find it really interesting. Well, just tell anybody what about, what it's like. Well, I found it just be on the photograph.
When we were going out and talking about cancer screening, one of a group we met with, it was really lovely that there was a woman in the group that I used to support years ago, and I hadn't seen her for a number of years, and in that time she'd had breast cancer and recovered well, and she was really happy to talk about her experience and share it with the group. And there was also other members of the group whose family members had cancer, and they shared that experience with the group as well. And I don't think it's very often that people with learning disabilities have that opportunity to talk with their peers, and I thought that was it was just a really good discussion.
From the Learning Disability Network's point of view, we gain huge amounts by having involvement of people with learning disabilities and families and carers. As a professional, I will have a particular view on a piece of work, and I really need to be able to see past that view and see much broader what's needed and what's happening. And by involving groups and individuals who've got that personal experience, it is far better, and your ultimate product is far better from having involvement from other people. And then hopefully on the other side, the people who we involve, hopefully they gain something from it. And I've seen people develop and be able to move on and do other pieces of work, and hopefully some of the encouragement and support and that being involved in some of the Learning Disability Network's work has helped that happen.
Audio clicks. Be heard.